One. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च प्रतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रीला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Premanandini Devidasi joining from Ashburn, Virginia. Please forgive me for stopping your wonderful chanting. All of you were chanting so ecstatically today. Please forgive me for stopping that. I appreciate each one of you for joining our morning japa session. I'm going to read a quote from Sri Uddeshamrita, Nectar of Instruction, Text 4, Purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. In these words, Srila Rupa Goswami explains how to execute devotional service by giving and accepting prasadam, revealing one's mind in confidence, and inquiring confidentially, and by offering and accepting gifts. These six loving exchanges are symptoms of love shared by devotees. When these exchanges are performed in relation to Krishna, they become spiritual and pleasing to the Lord. Our Bhagavatam speaker will be joining us shortly. Meanwhile, may I know who all have joined the call today?
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees. This is Surinder Bhandari from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Surinder Bhandari Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. I see that our speaker has joined, so may I quickly have the announcements wrapped up here? May I know who all are present?
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all the devotees on this call. This is Geeta from Maryland. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Geeta Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your association, Mataji, this morning for chanting.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Amritamani Devidasi from Augusta, Georgia. Dandavat Pranam to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories.
Hare Krishna, Amritamani Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Mataji and Hare Krishna to all devotees. This is Malini from Ashburn, Virginia. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Malini Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Anyone else would like to announce, or we can?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Madan Pranam to you and all the devotees on the call. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Rupini Padma Devi Dasi from Austin, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Rupini Padma Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Nikunja Rasadas from Jaipur.
Hare Krishna, Nikunjadas Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Premanandini Mataji and all the assembled devotees, Dandavat Pranam, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shamarasika Devidasi from Germantown, Maryland.
Hare Krishna, Shamrasika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thanks to all of you for joining.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Maharaj. This is Radha Raman Das from Nilachal Dham Yoga Farm, Warwick, Maryland.
Hare Krishna, Radharaman Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All right, I see that our speaker has joined, so I'm gonna quickly introduce our speaker and then hand over the call. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Welcome everyone to the Nitya Harinam Sangha for morning Bhagavatam session. Today we are extremely fortunate to have His Holiness Shamik Maharaj from Khargaon, India. Maharaj is going to enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 16, Text 1. Maharaj,
नाही त्याला टेक्स्ट केला ना आता तुझ्या फोनवरच आहे.
whenever you are ready, you may take over the call. Everyone, please mute yourself. I'm so sorry for that, Maharaj.
Okay.
Okay.
So please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thanks, devotees, for giving me opportunity to speak on Bhagavatam. So this is like chapter 16 and this canto. It is third. No. So what is the canto?
Canto 8, Chapter 16, Text 1.
Okay, let me bring that book. Okay, just 1 second. Okay. Because I just give class on 11th canto. That's why. Okay. Give me a minute and I will be able to find the book. Okay.
Maharaj, I can see, I can share my screen if you want. I can share
No,
Veda base. Oh, you found it.
Before we start with this, so it is Canto 8th, chapter 16, and text number 1.
Yes, Maharaj.
Is that
Yes, that's correct.
so? Just yesterday and today, India is celebrating Lord Shiva's marriage, Shivratri, Mahashivratri. So we will speak about that. That's what I was asked, and also about we will take few verses if I can take. So Mahashivratri, Shankar Bhagwan, Lord Shiva is the greatest of the Vaishnavas. So we should glorify him. We should know more about him, and we should talk about him also. Every Vaishnava should be glorified. What to say about just Lord Shiva, but Lord Shiva is very, very special, very, very topmost. So in Bhagavatam, there is a verse, Nimna Ganam Yatha Ganga, Devanam Achuto Yatha, Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu, Puranam Idam Tatha. Just like in the rivers, Ganges is the topmost. In the Devata, I mean, in the, not demigod, but in the god, like Krishna is the topmost. In the Purana, Bhagavatam is the topmost. Means Bhagavatam, Amala Puran, topmost Puran. And in the Vaishnava, it is Lord Shambhu, Lord Shiva. So what is the difference between Shambhu and Shiva and like Rudras and Sadashiv? So something, and there are Lord Shiva has many, many names, but how he is born is one time like it is in the beginning of creation when Lord Brahma was given the knowledge by Krishna through the flute song, and later on he was ordered that you do the service, you fill up with the bodies of all the people in the universes, because from the body of Mahavishnu many universes they came. So he was supposed to do for one universe, fill up the population. So he was like a creation. But creation, the soul is given by Krishna. Soul is our real father. But all the material and ingredients are given by Lord Krishna. Prakriti gives that, and Prakriti is one of the energy of the Lord. So he puts according to their previous desire, he gives the body, Brahma. So Brahma is the creator, then maintenance is done by Vishnu, and the third. So these are all three are Purusha avatars. And Lord Shiva, he destroys the whole world. That way everything begins again. And there are many kinds of pralaya or devastation. So one devastation is at the end of Brahma's life. Then he is born again. Everybody enters into the body of Mahavishnu. And then through his breathing and through his all this living being come. So Brahma's son, like initially it was Sanak, Sanatan, Sanandan, Sanat Kumar. They refused. Then there was Lord Shiva was born from Brahmaji. Means without any male, female, there was nothing, just Brahma created them by his mind or by his thoughts or from his different parts. So like Narad Muni is also his Manav son. Just once. One second, okay. Once I have to open the door. Anyone? Okay. There is a mela is going on, and why Anartha wanted to buy things for the deities. She went with her sister and the driver. So anyway, so that way Lord Shiva, that when he was born, he was asked to produce, and then he refused also. Or Kumaras refused. Narad Muni refused. He became very angry, and because of his anger, there were Lord Shiva was born was there from his eyebrow. देखो टेबल पर है उधर ही रखी हुई है टेबल पर देखो छोटे से गुच्छे में है जस्ट 1 सेकंड ओके सॉरी मिली अरे चाबी मिली अरे मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ तो किचन की चाबी मिली Sorry. So we are talking about Lord Shiva, and then from one there are 11 Rudras are also there. And then there is Sadashiv, he's in the spiritual kingdom. Sadashiv and Mahavishnu, they embraced each other, and there is Advaitacharya who wanted Lord Krishna to come. So only he is the one who is always chanting the name of Lord Shiva, chanting the name of Lord Ram. And there are different Puranas, Nandi Purana. But once Lord Shiva sits, then he meditates for 60,000, 80,000 years, chanting the name. So, Janati Ramannastu Paratvam Girjapati Tatunyo na Vijanati Satyam Vacho Mama. See, so there was a Manthan, Samudra Manthan, that was in the Milk Ocean. So when there was a first thing they wanted to get the nectar, but nectar did not come. But first thing that came was the poison, and it was halal poison. So what to do now? So Lord Krishna asked Lord Shiva, although he could have done that, but he was asked Lord Shiva, and he was very kind, very compassionate. Even he asked his wife also. She said that for the people in general, you should do that. So he is very kind, and he put all that poison in his hand and drank that poison, kept it in his neck, and that's why it's also called Nilkant. He becomes very happy with his devotion. If somebody sacrifices or somebody worships him, then he is Ashutosh. Ashu means quickly. Tosh means Santosha. He becomes very happy initially. And to take the advantage, some demons, one Varakasura or Bhasmasura. Bhasmasura. So Bhasmasura started like Yagya. He asked the other Vaishnavas how to, who is the whom I could please quickly. So they said that Lord Shiva. So he started doing a Yagya, because before that Yagya performance was done in the previous ages, and they put all these grains and everything in the yagya, and Krishna eats through that, or the to whom you are worshipping demigods, they eat. And another is that Krishna eats through the mouth of the Vaishnavas. If the Vaishnavas are fed nicely, because Vaishnavas are also part of Krishna, means he always keeps in the heart. So if you feed Vaishnavas, or you feed yagya, perform a yagya, so those yagyas are prohibited for this Kali Yuga. And so Bhasmasur, what he did, that he was cutting his flesh and putting in the fire, yagya. And then he did not appear. Then he himself wanted to cut off his neck and jump in the fire. Then Lord Shiva came. That don't do this kind of activity. What do you want? He says that whosoever head I touch, he should die immediately. His head should burst and die. So he saw Parvati was sitting very next to Lord Shiva, and he thought that I could enjoy by killing Lord Shiva. So such are the demonic people who misuse. And most of the devotees are sometimes they ask such a boon from Lord Shiva, like uh, Kumbhakaran and Lord Shiva. Ravan had asked why he sacrifices 10 heads, and this Banasur, and so there were so many whose daughter was Usha, and Usha fell in love with Krishna's Aniruddha, grandchild, and there was a fight because he was a devotee, so he says, I will protect your kingdom. So Lord Shiva also came to fight with Lord Krishna. And then there was Jwaras, Shiva Jwar and Vishnu Jwar. And so anyway, Lord Krishna came to protect his grandson, and he cut off all the 998 arms of this Banasur. He ate 1,000 arms. Then Lord Shiva worship that please don't kill him completely, let his 2 arms remain. And then they give so much gifts and other things, and they brought Usha and got married. So that is, so there are sometimes on his Siddhanta, whatever they say, they fulfill that. So he gave the boon to this Banasur. And so there was now Lord Shiva, one time there was a fight between the devotees and demons, and one demon could not be killed, only he could be killed. He had a boon that he could only be killed by the son born of Lord Shiva, and he's not married. He is always like, so initially it was his wife was Sati, and then Sati gave her body because Sati made the form of Sita Devi. When Lord Ram and Lakshmanji was going after the Sita was kidnapped, Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, and but it was not the real Sita. Real Sita he could not touch. Ravan could not touch. It was the Chaya Sita, the shadow of Sita. So in spirituality world, shadow is also a person. Shadow could also become a person. Even anything that you eat, rasgulla and gulab jamun is also a person. So there is a personification. So Sita, when Lord Ram was killing this 14,000 armies, then two demons, brothers of Ravan. So and then there was Surpanakha, and that was happened all by cutting her nose, and she. So Lord Ramchandra asked Lakshman to give this Sita under protection of Agni Dev. So he gave it, and so Sita was taken by Agni Dev in his palace, or she was lived there, and the Chaya Sita went with the Ravan. And later on, when Ravan was in the battle, like Lord Ramchandra killed Ravan, then he did again Agni Pariksha. One may say that she was pure Agni Pariksha. What was the need of Agni Pariksha? But the real Sita came from that Agni. The fire god brings the real Sita, and this Sita, that was a Chaya Sita, she went with Agni Dev. And same Sita, the Chaya Sita, was born as that Chaya Sita was born. There are two personalities. Draupadi, also born from the fire sacrifice. So she's Chaya Sita, and another was Mirabai. Is also like, and she her body went into Krishna's Dwarka. That she wanted that my husband is only Dwarkadesh. So she went in the body of that. So in this way, Chaya Sita still she became one time Vegvati, and Chaya Sita was born from the plow of Janak Maharaj at the house. So that was not Chaya, that was the real Sita. So anyway, so she was meditating that he is my eternal husband. So she was meditating for a long time. The demigods, they wanted to kill these demons from the sun, who would be in charge of the commanding the army. But unless they two get married and the child is born, how they could win the battle? Because this demon had asked some boons. So what happened? The Brahmaji and asked Saptarshis to test that she has, and Shiva also, Lord Shiva is all knowing. So he wanted to get married, but he wanted to see her attention, how much that she loves him. So they glorified, and they said that there is so many defects in Shiva, we could marry you to Vishnu or Narayan. Why do you go who has no house, who wears the bones of skull? But those were skulls of really these Durga, or you may say that so it was his own wife's skull, that she loved her wives so much that he was wearing the skull of that in different millenniums, and he was keeping that. So anyway, the Bharat came, and then Lord Shiva agreed to get married. He gave up his meditation because they are eternal consorts. And so Maina Devi is the mother, and Janak is the father. Not Janak, Himwan. The Himalaya had a daughter. At that time, the Himalayas, they had wings, they could fly. He invited many demigods, and they all came to attend the marriage of this Uma and Shiva, Uma Shankar, that they attended. And just like Lord Ram's, all the monkeys, they attended the marriage later on when Janak invited them. Then all the monkeys are there, they went also to take prasadam at Janak Maharaj. When they came back after the 14 years of incognito living in the forest, he was banished, Lord Ram. So Ram always meditating, and they established a Shivlinga at Rameshwaram. So Ram, Ishwar, who is Ram is the Ishwar of Shiva, and also the devotees. He meditates on the devotees, so he gives equal importance. So you may say that he is establishing worship of Lord Shiva as his pure devotee. He always remembers Shiva, and so one time, like Lord Shiva went when the Krishna was born. This is after the Ram Leela, Ram's birth. Many years, many million, almost 2 million years afterwards. And he comes to see wherever his Lord is appears, Lord Shiva goes. He's also protector of all the, just like Gopeshwar Mahadev is the protector of Vrindavan. And Nandishwar is protector of Nandagaon, where Krishna lives later on. Krishna lived in like he was transferred from Mathura, where he was born and then Gokul. He lived for almost 2 years, 9 months. Then he lived in Vrindavan, Chatikara, he lived again another same close to 3 years. Then he went to Nandagaon. And there is always a protector, Lord Shiva. For Jagannath Puri, there is protector Bhuneshwar. So Bhuneshwar is Lord Shiva. So he always protects. We have our temple, and there is also Lord Shiva's temple nearby, just as a protector. We went there yesterday. And so wherever there is Krishna and Radha Krishna, he protects that. And so when they were married, then there was a son Kartikeya. Kartikeya was born among Shiva and Uma. And when she was so beautiful, Uma, on that Vindhya mountain, he became very jealous that he has such a beautiful daughter. So he worshipped and he got that I should have more beautiful daughter from by his worshipping. He was worshipping Narayana. So you may say Krishna. So mountains also used to go on meditation, maintain Himvan. So he had 8 daughters. Means Ashtasakhi and Radharani also was born to Vindhya mountain. And Vindhya mountain, then at that time, he heard that Krishna, the 8th child of Devaki, will kill him. So he asked the demoness that you go and then kill all the children. So she was carrying all the eight children of this mountain, but they become so heavy that she had to drop them at different places. So Radharani was dropped by this demon Putana where there was a big lotus flower, 8,000 petals at the Yamuna, and he was looking for Radharani's father and mother. They were looking for some child. They had no children. They lived close to this Nandagaon and close to where Radharani lives, Barsana. So Barsana is so they come, but Raval is the place where Radharani was born. Then they was brought, but she wanted to see Krishna, so she kept her eyes closed until Krishna came and he opened then she opened the eyes. So in our home also, we should always see first thing when you wake up, you see Krishna, chant Krishna's name, pay obeisances to the earth where you are touching, because earth is also a wife of Prithvi Devi, is the wife of Krishna, you may say, Narayan, and we should Samudra Vasane Devi, Paratistana Mandale, Vishnu Patni Namastubhyam, Padasparsham, Samasumaya. So Ram Nam is the Bija Mantra. So Ram Nam Japate Kuto Bhayam. That you do not have to be afraid of anybody. So Shiva spoke Ra, and then he took the poison, and then Ma, and he closed his mouth. Hayo Kalkul Bhayo Ajaramar Tanu. About Saint Kashipuri, that is his main place that Lord Shiva resides. So when many people they take their body at the time of death, they burn their bodies where in Kashi. Kashi ka Marna and Surat ka Jamna. So in Surat, the best food that it's very tasty. And then if somebody wants Thai, you go to Kashi. So they go to Kashi. Now people they go to Vrindavan and other holy places, or Prayag also. But anyway, so Lord Shiva tells him, Ram Nam Satya hai. The truth is Ram, and Ram Nam is the truth. You chant the name because of that. But it is for all the time, not just at the time of death. That Ram Nam is truth, and you just always chant. So he goes and tells in his ear. So we talked about Rameshwar and Shivji. So Aham cha Bhagwan Brahma, Swayam cha Hari Harishwara. So what is the difference? This in our Bhagavatam, Prabhupada also says that Lord Shiva is like a yogurt and Lord Krishna. So yogurt and milk. Krishna is milk, yogurt is. So milk could be made into yogurt, but yogurt you cannot make milk from the yogurt. So he's in between. And he's always in Dasya Bhava and always chanting Krishna's names and Prachetas, and he preached to Prachetagans. And there were many Prachetas, and so they went to his father, Prachina Barisa, asked them to go and get purified before they become the kings, before they get married. So they went there, putting their neck all the way to the river, And then Lord Shiva came to give them Shiva Gita is there, Uddhav Gita is there. And so they heard all this, that what is the purpose of life. And so Lord Shiva is Nilkanta, Ashutosh. So there are many, many names, and he is one of the 12 Mahajanas. There are 12 Mahajan, but Lord Shiva is one of the Mahajan. So one time, this Parvati or Uma was there. Initially, she was Sati, and she got burned in the Daksha Prajapati's yagya because they blasphemed Lord Shiva. So she wanted that he calls me Lord Dakshayani, Daksha's daughter. So I would not like to keep. But the main reason was that when Lord Ramchandra was asking everybody, the mountain, the tree, the stones, hey Sita, when Sita Devi was kidnapped by, and it was not real Sita anyway. Krishna wants to show that how the people who are attached to somebody, what condition that they come, attached to male or female, that what is their condition. He was showing that. So it was Lakshman, they are walking in all the places, different places they are walking in the forest, and so Lord Shiva and Uma was there. They said that how come you are like Lord Ram, that you are worshipping him, your deity and your worshipable Lord Ram is so much crying like worse than even an ordinary human being. So she said that I want to test that he is the Supreme Lord. So she made the form exactly like Sita. Who? Uma made the form exactly like Sita. And then even Lakshman was there. She could not recall. He thought that it is Sita. And so much hubo same. And she stood in the way where Ram and Lakshman were coming, looking for Sita. So she said, so she immediately said that Devi, that was when she was Sati. Where is Lord Shiva? Why you are here in the forest? She could not say anything. She became very shy, very much afraid. She went back to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva, he did not ask, but he knew he's Antaryami, and he knew that she made the form of my worshipable deity, worshipable God, Ram and Sita and Ram. So he said that I would not accept her in his mind as my wife. So when Sati knew all this, then she gave her body when there was no respect for Lord Shiva, no seat for Lord Shiva. That's formed a big yagya. But what happened that was the second yagya, but first yagya, Brahma, and so Lord Shiva did not stand up when Daksha came. But Daksha was a Prajapati. Daksha was also, Lord Shiva was the elder brother of Daksha. Daksha was born of Brahma in the beginning, in that time. So he did not have to get up. But he is my son-in-law. And son-in-law has to stand and respect the father-in-law. He did not do that. And then he performed another yagya. All the demigods were going. And Sati also wanted as a womanly affection for the parents. Then she said, I will go. So he sent some ganas and they all followed. And then when they saw that this yagya is going on, and Sati, there was no seat for Lord Shiva. So she, by the Yogagni, she got burned her body and in that yagya. And, so many places that Lord Shiva, when he knew, he came and was carrying the body. In many places, that body parts, they fell down. He was dancing. And all the yagya was finished. And Nandi and broke the teeth. And so many different things happened. So wherever that part fell, that become like in Kashi and this Mahakal is Jain. Also, there are 12 places that our parts are there, and there is still worship there. So he is doing Nara Leela. And this little bit part that Ram and Lakshman are going, and he says, who am I? He asks Lakshman, because he's always thinking of Sita Devi. Who am I? He says, my Lord, you are the Dasharatha Nandan and I'm your servant. Who are you? He says, I'm your servant Das. And so she said that, who am I? Again he asked that you are Avdesh Kumar Lord Ramchandra. Which Ram? Raghukul Bhushan. Then what we are doing in this forest, why we are working? We are looking at finding Sita Devi. Who is Sita? So he is asking Janakputri Sita. Then once he hears the name of Sita, hi Priya Janaki, where are you? So there, so much. There are another instances like this. Har Puranga Nayani, Chandramukhi Priya Janaki, where are you? So this Sita Roop that she made Sati, then the marriage of, we talked about the marriage of Lord Shiva and so this Shivratri, people they say so many things, but it is the marriage that happened to Uma, and that is the day of marriage. People realize that it was, but not people that drink, and in India and many places they drink bhang, but not just bhang, but wine and so many abominable things. They dance like a mad people, and that is not correct. If you are drinking something, then drink that poison. And people they want to like mimic, like Krishna had married so many, like had Ras dance. So let us not with 16,108, but just let us Ras dance was millions of gopis were there. So let us also have some our gopi. But if they are, then why don't they live Gordon? Their gopis are the parts of Krishna. Krishna expands into all that. Now, like we are also, but we are not so Tattva, but Vivinansha Tattva. We are a Vivinansha. We are also Ansha of Krishna. We have same quality as Satchit and Ananda, but we are minute, just like a sparks in the fire, but we have kept ourselves away from the fire. So we extinguish, we become ashes. But if we remain around the fire, we are always shining. So we should be around Krishna. We should be with Krishna by chanting his holy name, taking his prasad, serving Krishna. It is all same thing. So there were two tilas one time, Shankar and Parvati. They were walking in different places. So they saw that there is nothing. So Lord Shiva worshipped them, paid his obeisances. Whom you are paying obeisances? Parvati asked. I don't see anybody there. So 10,000 years before, there was a Premi Bhakta, and there was a devotee here, and in another Tila. Tila means a little mountain. And then in the 10,000 years later on, there would be another devotee who will stay in this. And that's why these both places, present and who will come, future and the past. So by hearing this, that Lord Shiva is worshipping all this, then she had a lot of devotion for devotees of the Lord. So Nanak and Mardana, there is some description this Guru Nanak. So one time Parvati is Annapurna also, and so Parvati's body came like Ganesh. She was born from the from her, like some skin pieces or they die and then melt. So that was Lord Shiva, and she asked him to guard the door that where she was taking bath. But even when Lord Shiva came, she stopped, and Ganesh, she stopped him also, Lord Shiva. Then he became angry and cut off his head. Then Parvati became very angry. Then they got the head of an elephant, and that's why he has this elephant head and tusks are there. But he's a great devotee. One time they wanted to compete that who is the greatest of the demigods. So they said that they together, whoever goes around the universe or Earth planet and who comes first, he would be the greatest devotee. So Lord, like Ganesh ji, as his Vahan, as the mouse. So what he did, he put Shiva and Parvati together close by. He worshipped them, and then he did 3 parikrama on the back of the mouse. And then he said that he did worship to Lord Shiva. He is the first one. In this way, so Parvati wanted to invite, like when she heard about this devotees, so she said that I will invite Agasthaji. And Agasthaji, so let me invite him. So she gave him but Lord Shiva told him, told Parvati, that if you invited, you should have invited somebody who could eat less, but he will eat everything, because in his 3 Anjali water, 3 chullu, then he soaked up whole ocean. How you would be able to fill up his belly? But anyway, Annapurna thought that I'm feeding the whole universe. Why not? I can fill up this Rishi's body. So she asked her many preparations, and like mountain, and her many friends came. Parvati, so many friends they came, but they eat so much that now, like the Sakhis, they were pouring. Now they stopped pouring, but the food was coming to him, and he will take that in his mouth. Just then automatically they will be pulled in his mouth. So now his friends were so much that he may just pull us also, and he may eat us. So Annapurna now became what to do. So she Hare ko Hare Nam, and so she asked like a brahmachari. She worshipped like Lord Krishna. He came as a small child, brahmachari. Bhavati bhiksham dehi, saying that please give me bhiksha. Saying that I cannot feed up this person, and now you are another one. So anyway, he put his pattal next to the Durasa Mani. And then he was eating very little, and then he washed his hands. And then it is a rule that you cannot just, if somebody else has getting up, you should also get up. So he said that he was eating before, now he came and he's finished his food. So she did not, so this Agastya Muni also got up, and that way she got out of this Agastya Muni's wrath. Agastya Muni, the same Muni, is very not only powerful, Durasa Muni. So Duryodhana worshipped him so much and fed him and did so nice activity. Durasa, and he said that you go to Pandavas, and when you go to Pandavas, and then go at the time when Pandavas they eat, because sun god they gave a pot. Yudhishthira Maharaj worshipped sun god, and they gave him a pot, and because until Draupadi eats, it can give any kind of food as much as you want and whatever, just like a kalpavraksha. So now he has eaten. Now his 10,000 disciples of Durvasa came. The Duryodhana thought that he will curse them, and because of the curse, they will all get burned out by the anger of Durvasa. So he did this trick. Duryodhana is always his Kali Yugi's personality, demoniac. He wanted to kill Pandavas and get his kingdom, their kingdom. So anyway, when Krishna ate just a little leaf, and then he became satisfied, then everybody, whole universe, they got satisfied. The Durasa Muni saw that before I did a mistake, and because see, before that there was Ambarish Maharaj, and he did some upset that Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj in Paran, he took little water, and Durasa came and he became very angry. And that you ate before I am your guest, how you could eat before me? Although he just drank, he took the advice of the Brahmanas. He was fasting for many days. And he took just only water. Water is not a food, and it is a kind of something that you break the fast. So there is a Paran time for all the Ekadashis. So Durasa is also incarnation of Lord Shiva. Durvasa is incarnation of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva, like I will tell you a little bit more stories of Lord Shiva also. So what happened in Ambarish Maharaj, Durvasa Muni throwed some hair, he pulled a hair, and Kratya Rakshasi was born, and then he took that Kratya Rakshasi, just came and she wanted to burn Ambarish Maharaj. But there was Krishna has put his Sudarshan Chakra to protect his devotee. And so he came and he burned the Kratya, then he was behind Durasa Muni. Durasa Muni went to Indra and Shiva and many places he went, even to Vishnu Lok. But he said that I'm sold to my devotees. I cannot, whatever he is doing is right. If you want to protect yourself, then go to Ambarish Maharaj. So he went and fell at Ambarish Maharaj. Ambarish Maharaj, no, you are such a Vaishnava, great yogi, and please don't pay me obeisances. And they eat and they become all right. So anyway, Durasa Muni gave blessings to Radharani also. When she was little child, she pleased him, and he gave him the blessing that wherever you will cook, it will become all nectarian, and he will have a long life and never get sick. And so Yashoda Mai was calling always to Radharani to cook for baby Krishna. Anyway, there was some another history. But I will read some Bhagavatam. We talked about Lord Shiva, that how he drank, how is Asutosh. I will read some verses of Srimad Bhagavatam that was given to me today. Text number 1, right? What text number 1?
Yes, Maharaj. 8:16:1.
8:16:1. Oh. So you show me in the screen.
Okay,
Let
I'll
me read.
share. Yeah, I'll share my screen.
Okay. Sorry for 8:16:1.
Mm. No, text 16.
8:16:1. So this is the Payavrat process was given. So let me give a little bit background. The Diti and Aditis, that there was a Bali Maharaj was ruling over the kingdom, and then I will read the verse. So you know that this is about Bali Maharaj, the grandson of Prahlad Maharaj, had whole kingdom. He was sitting on the throne of Indra, and all the demigods, they flew away. They were hiding, but their mother is Aditi. Aditi is all the Adityas, demigods. And the another wife of Kashyapa, and she had many wives. The Kashyapani had many. So another was Diti, Daitya's mother. So they are although cousin brothers, but they were fighting like anything. And so unless you are Krishna conscious, there would be fight. So Aditi was lamenting that all the demigods were deprived of their position in the heaven. Their mother Aditi lamented for them as if she had no protector. So demigods had to leave heaven, being overpowered by Bali Maharaj. Aditi, the mother of the demigod, was afflicted. At that time, Kashyap Muni, her husband, told her to observe vows for the benefit of her sons. And that is this Payavrat. So this first verse, Sri Shukavacha, Evam Putreshu Nasteshu, Deva Mata Aditis Tadha. Means it is Deva Mata Aditi. It says Diti, but it is merged with Ta. Ta means a. So Hate Trivistape Daityahi Paryatapya Nathavat. Okay, show me a little bit like translation and purport. Go more up. Hare Krishna. I
Maharaj,
cannot move.
that's translation. I have pulled it up.
Okay, now it is coming up. So Sukdev Goswami said, O king, when Aditi's son, the demigods, had thus disappeared from heaven and the demons had occupied their places, Aditi began lamenting as if she had no protector. Then bring me the text number 2.
It is little slow, I think, on your end. I have already pulled it up, Maharaj.
Yeah, my hand is it's just a small cell phone. It's not an iPad even. Okay, now I see that 8:16:2. Ekada Kashyapas Tasya Ashramam Bhagavan Gat Nirutsavam Niranandam Samadhir Virataschitrat. Okay, go down more. The translation. So Kashyap Muni, after a long time, okay, after many days, the great powerful sage Kashyap Muni arose from a trance of meditation and returned home to see the ashram of Aditi, neither jubilant nor festive. See the ashram of Aditi. So she was morose, happy, not jubilant, not festive mood. So after a long time, Kashyap Muni arose from his samadhi and entered the ashram of Aditi, which was neither jubilant nor festive. After being properly received, he spoke to this moros. Dina Vatsadam. So text number 3. Sapatnim Dina Vadanam Kratasana Parigraha Sabhajito Yatha Nyaya idam aha kurudvaha. So, okay, give me the translation. It will take a little bit time, but just bring it more down to translation. No best of the Kurus. When Kashyap Muni means who is saying the best of the Kurus, and Sukdev Goswami is describing to Sukdev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. When Kashyap Muni had been properly received and welcomed, he took his seat and then he spoke as follows to his wife Aditi, who was very morose. The next verse, text number 4. Okay. Apya bhadram na viprāṇam bhadre loke dhunagatam na dharmasya na lokasya mratyush chandānuvartinah. So text number 4. As an okay, give me the meaning, translation. Okay, there is some purport now. O most gentle one, I wonder whether anything inauspicious. So gentle one, she is telling to his wife, Aditi, I wonder whether anything inauspicious is now taken place in regard to religious principles. So in the religious, that something inauspicious, you could not follow the religious principle. Are you following? Why you are morose? The Brahmanas are the people in general who are subject to the whims of death, who are worried about that. There are prescribed duties for all the habitants of this material world, especially for the Brahmanas, but also for the people in general who are subject to the whims of death. Kashyap Muni wondered whether the regulative principles which are meant for the well-being of everyone had been disobeyed. He accordingly continued his inquiries for 7 verses. So continue. So I will give a nutshell about those. What are those 7 verses? So inauspicious. Follow like Graha Medhi and Grahastha. There are 2 things. It is in text number 5. That Graha Medhis are householders who just have the Grahastha is just for enjoyment of sense gratification. And Grahastha is one who follows the regulatory principles of Krishna consciousness, who put Krishna in the center and do everything. Apiva Kushalam Kaschit Graheshu Graha Medhini Dharmasharthasya Kamasya Yatra Yogo Yoginam. Okay, so purport, the translation and purport. 3 vargas, Medhi. So, okay, go a little bit down. Oh, my wife. This is addressed to Aditi by Kashyap Muni, who are very much attached to household life. If the principles of religion, economic development, and satisfaction of the senses are properly followed in household lives, like one's activities are as good as those of a transcendentalist. But with Krishna in the center, I wonder whether there have been any discrepancy in following these principles. One's dharma, artha, kama, is it being, and then they want liberation. So purport. In this verse, Aditi has been addressed by her husband. Kashyap Muni has Graha Medhini, which means one who is satisfied in household life for sense gratification. Generally, those who are in household life pursue sense gratification in the field of activities performed for material results. Such Gramedis have only one aim in life, sense gratification. Therefore, it is said that Yam Maithunadi Gramedi Sukhamiti Tucham. The householder's life is based on sense gratification, and therefore the happiness derived from it is very meager. There is some marker. Nonetheless, the Vedic process is so comprehensive that even in household life, one can adjust his activities according to the regulatory principles of dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. One's aim should be to achieve liberation, but because one cannot at once give up sense gratification, in the Shastra, there are injunctions prescribing how to follow the principles of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. As explained in Srimad Bhagavatam 1-9, Dharmasya hi apavargasya nartho arthayop kalpate. All occupational engagements are certainly meant for ultimate liberation. They should never be performed for material gain. Those who are in the household life should not think that little bit more down. Okay, meant for advanced and spiritual understanding, by which one can ultimately gain liberation from these material clutches. One should remain in household life with the aim of understanding the ultimate goal of life, Tattva Jigyasa. Then household life is as good as life of a yogi. Kashyap Muni therefore inquired from his wife whether the principles of religion, economic development, and sense gratification were being properly followed in terms of the Shastric injunction. As soon as one deviates from the injunctions of the Shastra, the purpose of household life is immediately little bit more down. Okay. Ultimate goal of life, Tattva Jigyasa, then household life is as good as the life of a yogi. If you understand the goal of life. Kashyap Muni therefore inquired from his wife whether the principles of religion, economic development, sense gratification were being properly followed in terms of the Shastric injunction. As soon as one deviates from the injunctions of the Shastra, the purpose of household life is immediately lost in the confusion. So these things and Grahastha. Grahastha life is centered around Krishna. Gramedi is centered around sense enjoyment, around the senses. And that is not the purpose. Animals and they may do whatever they have in their quota, but human life that should understand the Shastra, Sadhu, Guru, that what is the purpose of life. Purpose of the life is to centered around Krishna, to worship the lotus feet of the Lord, or to preach and bring them to the lotus feet of the Lord, other devotees. So everybody is a devotee. We should not think that he is Shudra or he is this animal. Or everybody should be brought to Krishna's lotus feet by some way or another, so they could liberate from their condition, from their suffering in the material world. Adi Devik, Adi Bhavati, Adhyatmik, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, one should see the suffering. So, three vargas, Gramedi and Grasta, household who properly follow the principles. So one who just following the principles of Dharma, Artha, Kam is not the purpose of life. And even the moksha is not the purpose of life. Purpose of life is to develop our Dharma relation with Krishna, Dharma love for Krishna, service to Krishna, seva, prem. That's what Krishna is looking. Otherwise, animal also live and they have also the sense gratification. Eating, sleeping, mating, depending, these are the four principles of life. But our house or our life should not be. Oh, can you hear me? I kept the phone a little bit away. Could you hear?
Hare Krishna Maharaj, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm
we
glad
can
that you
hear.
could hear.
No, we can
Okay.
hear.
I will stop soon because the time is coming. I have to go for Aarti of the Deities, Radha
Yeah,
Gopinath ji.
Yeah, please
We
let
heard
me know.
about
Yeah, please let me know when you would
this.
like me to stop, Maharaj. Yeah.
So this is the fifth verse that we read. We talked about Lord Shiva. Is there any questions you have about Lord Shiva? And then about this Gramedi and Grastha life? Grahastha life is not meant just for sense gratification. It is meant for worshipping Krishna, remembering Krishna all the time, and not for like just even liberation is tossed out by the devotees. Devotees don't want liberation, means mukti, freedom, and they want to merge with this mukti is merging with the Lord, Sayuji mukti. And we don't even want Samip, the devotee of pure devotees of Krishna. They don't want even Samipya, Sarupya, Sarsti, or Salokya. They want, because we are children of Krishna, we have the prerogative of directly going to sit on the lap of our real father. Our real father is Krishna. The Vaikuntha Loka, they are expansions of Krishna. It is same, but they show only that much what is needed for that purpose. Like Lord Ramchandra is Maryada Purushottam, or fish incarnation. That was for protecting the scriptures and Maharaj Satyavrata and some rishis. Or turtle incarnation for churning rod. And so there is purpose of the Krishna also. And in becoming like that, he had so much itch on the back. So he became turtle and sat underneath the Mandarachal mountain. And only it could do some gharshana, removing the itching. Anyway, Lord takes many, many forms, many things. But his main form or at home is Krishna. Lord Ram is he expands to Lord Ram. Now you may say, what about Brahma and Shiva? He expand, not that he expand, that is a demigod. Anybody could become Brahma, but nobody could become Lord Shiva or Krishna. That is only, people ask that if we do so much activity and so nicely, can we become God? You cannot. Yes, a demigod you can become. You could become like in Radharani's surgeries, Radharani's Rupa Goswami's Manjaris. You could become, but Manjari is thousands of miles away, but still it's a very best position because you are in touch through Parampara to Rupa Goswami and Radharani. So anyway, so I will end here now. So if you have anybody has any questions about Grahastha, Grahamedi, and about Lord Shiva and Parvati.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for such a wonderful class, for explaining about Lord Shiva's pastimes and then covering all these verses. I don't have any specific questions, but I'm going to open the floor for anyone who has any questions. Please go ahead and ask Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanut Pranam Jashpat. Thank you, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much for this excellent class and explaining about Mahashivratri and Bhagavatam verses. So Maharaj, as we have Ekadashi Parana time, fast breaking, do we observe Mahashivratri fast breaking also, Parana time?
See, this you do practically all night and all day, like Ekadashi, like Nirjala, but there is a Paran time also for Lord Shiva. But it's not prohibited in our Srimad Bhagavatam. Vaishnavas or our ISKCON temples don't observe Paran time, and if you are fasting, that's good to please Lord Shiva. He will give you boons and he will give you, and you could bathe him with many this many different things, honey and ghee and some
Panchamrita.
yogurt, and even grains also like rice and so many different grains, and even saffron also you could bathe him with saffron water. There are many ways that you could worship, but there is no such thing as Paran time. Somebody are doing, okay, but he is the greatest of Vaishnavas, okay.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, this is Geeta. Thank you so much for this wonderful class. I just wanted to check with you, Prabhuji. We don't have, like for Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, we know when they were, we have all heard all the stories about when they were growing up. For Lord Shiva, at least for me, I don't know much about his childhood times. Is that mentioned anywhere, Prabhuji?
Yeah, he was born from the body of Brahma, but we worship him and he's youth. There is no growth, and it's only for Lord Ram and Krishna. But others they don't have their childhood pastimes. Like
Thank you,
Varadev.
Prabhuji. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
You're welcome. And anyone else? So we can stop now.
Prabhuji, Maharaj, Haribol, I have a question about this Gruha Medhi. What we do in life, like if we do the deity worship and bhakti, that is we call it as a Gruha Medhi, right?
No, Grahastha.
Grahastha, that is
Life.
okay.
That's a ashram. Grahastha is a ashram.
Okay.
But the Grah Medhi is just anybody gets married and they enjoy and they may follow some rules, regulation. At least they are getting married, not having outside sex life and other things, eating and living together, and they are all damaging to our devotional service. We cannot become devotees if we do activities outside of Vedic culture. People are not cultured, they don't have any purificatory process. Garbhadan Sanskar and Nal Chedan and many different marriage. They just catch up somebody and then they start living together. That's not our Vedic scriptures tell us.
Okay, so Grostha life is everything around Krishna, everything around Ram and Krishna, and everything we do is offering first to Krishna and Rama, and then um, following the rules and regulations. That's what you are saying.
Right. Okay.
Haribol, yeah.
Okay. Hare Krishna. So I had to run for the Aarti. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anyone else has any quick? I could walk with the phone and we could talk. If anybody has any comments, questions.
Yeah, if nobody has any questions or comments, let's offer our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya pranam Vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की जय,
Jai.
शिला प्रभुपाद की जय,
Jai.
His Grace Shamak Rishi Maharaj ki
Jai.
jai,
Hare
all the
Krishna.
assembled devotees ki jai.
Jai.
Dandavat Pranam
Hare
Maharaj.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Maharaj.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Maharaj.
Thank you.
Hare
Dhanwad.
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hari
Krishna,
Hare
Bol,
Krishna.
Hari
Hare
Bol.
Bol,
all Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Bol, Hare Bol.